Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, lived a young man named Martin. Known throughout the village for his restless mind, Martin was constantly thinking, analyzing, and worrying about the past and future. His thoughts were a cluttered storm, and peace always seemed just out of reach. One day, Martin heard tales of a renowned Zen master who lived atop a distant mountain. This master was said to possess the secret to finding inner peace and tranquility. Intrigued, Martin decided to embark on a journey to seek the master's wisdom. After days of arduous travel, Martin finally reached the mountain peak, where he found the Zen master sitting quietly with his eyes closed in deep meditation. Approaching respectfully, Martin bowed and spoke. "Master, I have come seeking your guidance. My mind is restless and I yearn for inner peace. Can you teach me how to empty my mind?" The Zen master opened his eyes and looked at Martin with a serene smile. "Empty your mind, you say? Very well, I will teach you," he replied. The master led Martin to a small courtyard adorned with a beautiful garden. In the center stood a large stone basin filled to the brim with water. Martin watched as the master picked up a ladle, dipped it into the basin, and scooped up a ladleful of water, pouring it into a smaller empty bowl. "Now, Martin," the master said, "your task is to empty the basin. You must transfer all the water from the basin to the smaller bowl without spilling a single drop." Martin looked at the task, puzzled. How could he possibly empty the entire basin into such a small bowl? Nonetheless, he accepted the challenge and began scooping water from the basin. For hours he diligently scooped and poured, but no matter how hard he tried, the basin remained filled with water. Frustration crept into his heart and his mind grew even more restless. "Martin, my dear student," the master said softly, "you are trying so hard to empty the basin, but you have forgotten the first and most crucial step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Martin looked at the master, his eyes filled with confusion. "Master, how do I empty my mind?" The master smiled warmly. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and your attachments," he said. "Focus only on the task at hand. Be fully present in this moment, and the rest will follow." Martin took a deep breath and let go of his frustration. He stopped trying so hard to empty the basin and instead focused on each scoop of water, savoring the sound and sensation of it. Gradually, he entered a state of flow, his mind becoming clear and his movements effortless. As he emptied his mind, something miraculous happened. The basin seemed to respond to his newfound tranquility. With each scoop, the water flowed effortlessly into the smaller bowl, and the basin gradually emptied. Finally, Martin poured the last drop of water into the small bowl. He looked at the Zen master with amazement and gratitude. "You see, Martin," the master said, "when you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the task at hand and everything falls into place." Martin realized that true peace and clarity resided within him all along. From that day forward, he carried the wisdom of the Zen master in his heart, reminding himself to let go of his worries and be fully present in each moment. Thus, Martin found the inner peace he had long sought, and his once restless mind became a wellspring of tranquility and wisdom.